Water in the Kern River is moving extremely fast, posing a serious threat to inexperienced tourists. That's why the Tulare County Sheriff's Office partially closed the Kern River on Thursday. Don't drive through these roads. This car is driving through these roads, and that's something that you don't want to do because you don't know how fast that water is moving. From the training mat to the boxing ring, and they have their coach, a pro fighter, to help them along the way. Before diving into the pool, experts recommend improving water competency skills to make water activities safer during summer months. She went to church in good spirits like she did every week. When she turned on her car, she knew something was wrong. It is absolutely freezing out here. It is so cold, it doesn't even feel like summer anymore. This field caught on fire, engulfing the fence behind me, carrying flames down the back of this neighborhood to the Garcia family home with their kids inside.
All right, if you guys were a type of bear, what type of bear would you be?
A Chicago bear.
I don't know. That's not quite.
But this week, he stepped on campus as the interim president of Bakersfield College, a first for Watkin and BC as they welcome their first black president ever. Students enrolling in classes at Cal State Bakersfield may pay 6% more in tuition fees. But military veterans are voicing their need for better financial benefits for soldiers injured in combat. We are well above average for this time of year. I'll tell you, I was out there earlier.
Yeah, you were in the
elements,
elements, so man.
Hot. It is extremely hot all across California. Aspiring teachers go from classrooms like this one to this one. And Assembly Bill 238 could help make this transition much easier for student teachers struggling financially. Together they went 33-0 in Division II play, and they're the first college team to go undefeated with that many victories. The thieves in and out in less than 20 seconds. Their target, hundreds of thousands of dollars in Rolex watches. Now to developing news here in Kern County, where a homicide investigation is ongoing after 2 people were found dead inside of a home. Kern County Coroner's Office has identified the grandmother who Bakersfield police say was stabbed by a grandson and died a week later. If you're looking for a way to get Dodgers tickets this summer while also helping the community, you're in luck. The team behind a new Mexican restaurant based in Taft aims to bring authentic family recipes from Mexico to Kern County.
Good evening and thank you for joining us tonight for 23 ABC News at 6. I'm Corey O'Leary.
And I'm Dominique LaVigne. Tonight's top stories. We have the latest on the devastating earthquake that struck Morocco late Friday night.
And an update today from the Pennsylvania police about the status of the search for a convicted killer that escaped prison. 23 ABC News at 6 starts now.
Live from Kern County's streaming news leader, this is 23 ABC News at 6, and it starts now.
Those numbers are expected to rise, many now sleeping outside after their homes were badly damaged. Here's ABC's Tom Soufi Buttigieg with the latest from Morocco. Nearly 400 officers are now searching for the convicted killer who escaped from a Pennsylvania prison late last month. Authorities say Danilo Cavalcante was spotted overnight Saturday, but that he has changed his appearance. Police say he was reportedly seen clean-shaven in Chester County near Phoenixville, driving a transit van stolen from a dairy farm. Investigators Sunday morning located the stolen van behind a barn, but he was nowhere to be found. Search teams are now focusing on the area and have concerns the suspect will steal another vehicle. Cavalcante was able to escape prison by crab walking between 2 walls, scaling a fence, and traversing across razor wire. Cavalcante was convicted of first-degree murder last month for the 2021 killing of his former girlfriend in Chester County. He's also wanted in Brazil for a 2017 homicide. And today, Pennsylvania State Police gave an update regarding the search. Here's Lieutenant Colonel George Bivens on the department's drive to find the inmate.
So you do the best you can with any given circumstance.
And the Kern County Sheriff's Office is investigating the death of an inmate. Officials say at 3:30 this morning, detectives were called to the Central Receiving Facility on Truxton Avenue. KCSO says no further information is being released pending an investigation, and that a detailed report will be provided when their investigation has been completed. Caltrans says culvert placement and slope repair work for Highway 155 between Glenville and Wofford Heights will be finished by tomorrow. Officials say paving is expected to be the next step in the process, which is scheduled to begin on Tuesday and run until Friday, September 15th. For the latest updates, visit us online at turnto23.com. And tomorrow night, only the southbound lanes of the 99 to Ming Avenue off-ramp will be closed from 9 p.m. until 5 a.m. During the closure, drivers can exit the Stockdale Highway off-ramp or the White Lane off-ramp. CHP will also be monitoring both construction zones. Meanwhile, major cleanup operations continue in Cathedral City, where Tropical Storm Hillary brought several feet of mud and water, burying roadways and damaging homes and vehicles.
Tonight, we start with Hurricane Hillary, which is posing an unusual threat to Southern California. We turn now to Dominique LaVigne with the latest on the storm. Dom, what are we expecting to see from the storm here in Kern County?
Well, I mean, this storm system has been highly anticipated. We've been talking about it all week. We're expecting heavy rainfall, flooding to our smaller waterways, our low-lying areas. Rock slides and mudslides are also possible with Hillary. This storm system, while it is still far off the coast of Baja California, it has already started to impact us here in Kern County. As you can see, this is what we're looking at right now, a Category 2 storm. It will weaken as it gets into these cooler waters to a Category 1 storm at around 11 p.m. tonight, with sustained wind gusts at 90 miles per hour. As it continues to move up towards Southern California, we're expecting this storm system to turn into a tropical storm, impacting San Diego, Los Angeles. And as you can see, as this storm system starts to move up north towards San Diego and Los Angeles, it's going to be heading into cooler waters. This is that cooler water. Right now, this warmer water is what's fueling this storm system, keeping its strength up, but as it moves further up the coast, we're expecting it to slow down. We'll take a more closer look at what we can expect for us here in Kern County coming up later on in the show.
The National Institute on Drug Abuse reports there were more than 70,000 synthetic opioid overdoses deaths in 2021, with that impact felt here in Kern County.
I sat down with a local mom who lost her son to an overdose, sharing what she would like to see happen to prevent other parents from losing their children to potent drugs. Nationwide, more and more families are losing loved ones to fentanyl overdoses. And as kids return to the classroom, some parents are hoping for more safeguards to protect their kids from the drug. And one local mom tells me fentanyl changed her life forever.
Katie!
It's something no parent imagines they'll ever experience when they're raising a child.
Cameron had a great sense of humor, like his mother.
I'm sorry.
Shelly Ross told me her son experienced an early childhood trauma that she was unaware of, leading him to use substances to self-medicate.
He did start in 6th grade. I did not know.
In high school, Ross says her son spent time in and out of the house, occasionally living on the streets. She saw her son in person for the last time on Stockdale Highway.
He was selling his Eagles jersey for purchasing some fentanyl, and I was like, that's it. That's it.
She immediately drove her son to Las Vegas to meet up with family friends who took him to North Dakota, where he entered rehab.
He had been clean and sober for a month.
Ross would talk to her son over FaceTime, checking in on him. She remembers talking to him for the last time about his sister, who was about to go into labor.
The day that Cameron died, my daughter gave birth. So that was really hard. And that was the last time I talked to my son.
And like Ross's son, Ben Ami, the lead substance abuse specialist for the Kern High School District, says many kids are using earlier and earlier.
It's starting at 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade. And so now we're actually starting to see a trend where it's 5th grade, 4th grade.
Ami explains the district is the only one in the nation with substance abuse counselors on every campus. Those counselors work with students identified with substance abuse issues to facilitate group sessions and education to the larger student population.
And so now what we're seeing is when the student is in high school, they're in that dependency stage.
Outside of the district, Liz Bailey with Kern Behavioral Health says her prevention team works with Drug-Free Kern to offer education on the risks of substance use, providing seminars to over 15,000 students last year, while emphasizing the necessity of education due to an uptick in both fentanyl use and overdoses.
What we do see is that kids are being targeted. These things are flavored in such a way, they're packaged in such a way, and it's really unfortunate.
According to the Kern County Sheriff's Office, fentanyl overdose deaths increased every year since 2017. 2022 saw the highest number with 256 deaths. As of the end of August, 148 people died due to overdoses. Ami, Bailey, and Ross agree. Parents need to do more than just talk. They urge families to become more engaged in their kids' lives to prevent this from happening to someone else.
It takes one dose and they're gone and you don't have any answers. And I think that's what fentanyl does. It gives you no answers.
You can find more information on fentanyl awareness and rehabilitation facilities on our website, turnto23.com. In Bakersfield, I'm Dominique LaVigne, 23 ABC News, connecting you.
The Bakersfield Adult School is offering a program to help students pursue a career change and offers new opportunities through its student-run restaurant, Cafe 1600. 23 ABC's Dominique LaVigne spoke with some of the students about how this program is setting them on course to a successful future.
Students in most classrooms work at desks with textbooks, but in this classroom, students work with pots and pans, prepping meals in the kitchen as they learn the culinary arts. And this non-traditional learning space brings students from all different backgrounds.
Before I learned a little bit Vietnamese cook and then Chinese cooking, and the American food is a lot different from the beginning to learn.
Born just after the Vietnam War, Ross says her family moved her to Hong Kong when she was young. There she worked in fashion and interior design, but after growing uncomfortable with her country's policies, she moved to America to pursue a new career. She arrived in Bakersfield in 2018 looking for any opportunity to work and learn English.
I tried to many times to find a job. They say you may have GED or high school diploma, then you maybe have more opportunity. And then I got my GED.
She worked with the Job Center to place her in the culinary arts program offered by the Bakersfield Adult School. Now she works with Chef Robert Almirze, the head chef at Cafe 1600, who came to Bakersfield after running his own restaurants in Germany. He says all his experience in the culinary industry led him to helping students in Bakersfield.
My whole career was based on consulting, so I'm in love with teaching, sharing my experiences and my knowledge and everything, which is not a lot, but I love to share it.
He says the Food Network made the industry more popular by showing people that there's an art to cooking. But he says with that increased popularity, culinary school has become more expensive for aspiring chefs. The school offers a one-semester program without a fee, and Almirze says that allows students to gain vital hands-on experience to ultimately decide if they want to continue pursuing this career before paying for advanced classes.
A small part of our job is the creativity, cooking, plating. The rest includes a lot of planning and management. So you have to gain those experiences. You have to make your mistakes and learn.
After completing the program, students earn a culinary arts certificate and can move on to higher education or begin working in restaurants full-time. Ross says she hopes to learn as much as she can in the program, focusing on her favorite part of the course, baking.
And in my future, I want to have a little store with coffee, with delicious dessert, and then maybe special creative food. And I want you to come to try it.
You can visit Cafe 1600 Tuesdays through Thursdays and try new menus based on what the students are learning. In Bakersfield, I'm Dominique LaVigne, 23 ABC News, connecting you.